Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nines, the Sheriff Bard of the South.
Sheriff? What?
What?
I'm Nicole Bates, and I play Soria Ansul, the Changeling Druid
Deputy
of the Furfin Wilds.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulseth Relfa, Furbog Fighter. Also, the allergies are very bad today, so if I start sneezing or coughing, it's because of that.
And if you're staying indoors because of allergies, you should check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons. We have a variety and tiers that you can support the show at, including our improv sessions that we do before this show. Mm-hmm. Today's was pretty weird. So it's the best way to support the show. Check us out at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons.
So if you suffer from allergies, support us?
Or if you just like staying indoors and watching your TV/computer/phone.
Fair enough. And if you like doing those things, you might also like our sponsor, Geekified. Geekified is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa, where I'm sure the allergies are much better than they are here right now, that takes online and in-store orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. So if you would like to pick up more of your favorite hobby, or maybe even a whole new hobby that'll keep you indoors and out of the pollen with all of your friends, then head on over to geekifiediowa.com and buy literally anything from them, because it all keeps you inside. Thanks, Geekified, for encouraging us to stay out of the horrible, horrible outdoors.
And you are?
Oh, Alexis Bates, and very confused about whatever your intro was. Usually I kind of get it, but this time I didn't.
I don't know either, so I don't know what... I'm just as confused as you are.
I mean... Yeah. Well, Dungeoneers.
Let's roll, deputies.
Last week on Dice and Dungeons. Every week I think I get a little bit more Shatner-like in that delivery. Midnight Brunch met with Fodari Pilm and learned even more about the string of disappearances in the city. They also managed to recruit some crucial new allies in their efforts to discover who's behind these dastardly plots. Rats. Nines managed to recruit the rats into helping their efforts.
I use cheese.
And indeed, they are now leading Nines away to the spot where they had last smelled the smell they described as worse than death. And we rejoin the party in the morning as Nines is riding a rat wave.
I think it's a rat people mover.
It's a rat.
Mover.
Like a rat. A rat.
Yes, that's
Can you
what
force that a little more?
It's as forced as it's
rat.
ever
Alright, I take my rat.
Raft.
raft.
Easy for you to say.
Rat.
Yeah, there's rat.
Nines!
What?
Where are you going on all those rats?
They tell me they want me to go to the thing with the smell. Wait a second, I haven't had breakfast. Turn around real quick.
Squeak, squeaker.
I grab the little reins on the lead rat, and I
It's just a shoelace.
Yeah, it's
a
just a
really gross shoelace.
I'm gonna allow it.
And I go back into the company house. I, like, slow them down a little bit, and I'm just gonna go around the buffet. I'm just gonna grab whatever looks good, what's on there right now.
Nines, remember, most animals are actually lactose intolerant, so giving rats cheese will probably give them upset tummies.
Whatever! It's worth the risk!
So you're leading the rats through
Well, I'm standing on it, I grab the little reins.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
The reins
hitting-
of the rat.
Yeah, the rat.
rat.
That's spelled R-A-T-F, by the way. Rat.
R-A-T-F-T.
Yes.
The new
Rat.
exchange.
Rat.
Yeah. The new exchange.
Yeah.
R-A-T-F-T.
It's really popular in Silicon Valley right now.
Yeah.
All the best people are riding it. So what do they have at the buffet this time? Anything special? Any more breakfast tubes installed?
Yeah, sure. There's another breakfast tube.
What's in this breakfast tube?
Just maple syrup.
Just maple syrup.
Just maple syrup.
All right, what was the other one? You had bacon.
Bacon. Oatmeal.
Yeah, one oatmeal.
Eggs.
Is it real maple syrup?
Dole's paste.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
Yeah.
thought Dole didn't expand here yet.
He didn't expand here yet.
Okay.
I fill one of my.
That was in Careholm. You guys got
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Yeah.
I fill one of my bottles with maple.
I get these
maple
tubes
syrup.
all confused.
Okay.
Well,
The internet can be confusing.
I get oatmeal, then I put egg on top of it, then I get the maple syrup.
Oatmeal, egg, and maple syrup topper.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I like that.
you who are nines, are we
should try
ready
it.
to go?
Well, no, I'm still making breakfast.
We're all on your raft.
How many other people are on the rat?
Nobody.
Did everyone just leave because for some the food place is now just covered in rats?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then no lines.
It's fine in digital France.
In digital France. Are you talking about
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille? Yeah. Got it.
Is there a rat with a little chef hat on?
Sure. Why not?
Is he still with the group, or is he like, I think I found my calling? He's just like walking towards the kitchen.
No. He's picking up ingredients and like combining it into new dishes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we helped someone today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You made one of the rats happy.
met our quota.
Okay.
And I just
Are we having?
I fill the rest of the bowl up with
Wasn't
bacon
there
and
something urgent
we-
happening, Nines?
Yeah, breakfast. I grab my fork and I start eating on top of the rats.
All right, lead the way, Nines.
Since you still have Speak with Animal going, one of the rats goes, okay, so, like, not to question food, because food, but did you want to go see where the, like, thing that smelled worse than death is?
Yeah, we're getting to that part, but I need breakfast. The thing is worse than death smelling, so, you need full energy.
Okay, hey, it's your quest.
And that's when Speak with Animal ends after 10 minutes.
Well, fine, we'll hurry up. I grab the little reins. Yeah.
The rat begins moving again.
We walk alongside it.
Yes.
It's a free ride.
The best part about it is no one is in your way. Traffic's real clear right in front of you. And on each side of you and for a ways behind you.
Thankfully, no one will recognize me. Famous Bard Nines.
Yeah. Some people just can't handle the rat race.
Are there people on the side just like, is that Nines?
Yeah, at least one person. is
Rat
just
King
like,
Nines. Rat King Nines.
that's his next album, Rat King.
That sounds like a good album. Enter the grunge phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have different genres
Yes.
of music.
Sewer rat grunge. Sounds good.
Okay.
With songs like I don't know,
Girls.
My heart is a well.
Girl,
and it's
you're a
full
girl.
of cheese. It smells in here. It smells like Teen Spirit in here.
Oregano.
It smells worse than
Why
death in
on
here.
earth do I let you guys talk sometimes?
I don't know. Why?
Because otherwise you'd have to talk the whole time,
Yeah, you'd
Oh,
have
yeah.
to do everybody.
Yeah,
including
that's
the
true.
rats, and they're like the cab drivers. They'd have to like talk to like fill the void.
Speaking of, have we arrived?
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
All right, I depart from my rat.
So
Since I can talk to animals, I can't understand them. I will say, you who are rats, thank you for bringing us here to the smelly sewer.
there's a little chorus of squeaking.
An actual chorus are like in tune with each other.
Kind of. Not like practiced, but more happenstance.
So now we are here at the smelly sewer. Nines, what did you find out?
What? I know as much as you do. We didn't talk on the way. It's rude to talk when you're eating.
Why do you talk at all then?
It's always eating as I pull sausage out of my pocket.
Like links.
Yeah, they're linked together, so.
Yeah. So you're at the sewer
Okay.
entrance.
Is
There's
this the one you're talking about?
there's just sort of rats. I mean, they're still there. They're kind of milling about. They're just squeaking.
I can't
So we're at
speak with
the-
animal again.
We're at the sewer entrance. This is the locked door we couldn't get in before,
Or is it a
one of
different
them.
Or is
I
this
mean, it's
different?
a totally different place, but it's very clearly like a service entrance to the sewers.
Is it locked? I test the door.
Yeah, it's locked.
I knock on it. Is it still
You can-
muffled?
Yeah, it's still muffled. All the entrances. I mean, you've been told they muffle all that stuff.
Is there a keyhole?
There is. Yeah, there's a keyhole in the lock on the. It's basically a grate on this one,
Oh,
so you can kind of see behind it.
what do we see through it?
Well, behind it, it's mostly just dark. Eventually, it just sort of fades into blackness, and you can't see any further. There's
But I
the
have dark vision.
typical trickle of water that goes down the center. Looks like quite a bit of mold and other slimes building up on the sides. You know, a bunch of algae. It doesn't look all that interesting. But did you want to ask the rats a question, since you said you cast Speak
Well,
with Animal?
Yes, you guys want information, right?
Yes.
What
Yeah.
information do you want?
Ask them.
And for the record, I'm gonna just say, yeah, until it gets like ridiculous, this is all gonna take place in 10 minutes. So feel free to deliberate and like talk as players if you want to like think about what to ask them.
So I think we need to know where it went, what it looked like, how it got in or out.
Especially in and out.
We might have more questions based on those answers.
Yeah, we'll start with internet. Where did the smell come from, and where did it go?
Started here, went that way, and the rats kind of reshape themselves into a little arrow, and they are shifting.
so coordinated.
Very organized.
Yeah, they're
right?
shifting backward and forward to show like the direction that it went that way.
Ask them what that symbol means.
It's an arrow.
Are they gonna shoot someone?
Yes.
So the
Tesauria.
the direction that they went was towards like the main street. Where you are is in, well, it's kind of an unused part of the riverfront. It looks to be pretty just utilities.
So it left the sewer and went to the city?
That's the direction the arrow is pointing, yeah.
Oh, so I can ask questions. You who are rats, who are being most helpful,
What you hear is squeak, 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 squeak.
yes. Could you
What do I
please
hear?
could you please tell Nines how it is that they got into, but more importantly, out of the sewer?
Yeah, can he not understand us?
No, he can't.
Oh, okay.
He has problems.
Got it.
I can talk to you, but I cannot understand your words. That is why you are speaking through nines as the intermediary.
Ah.
Well, that was a good guess, Olsef.
So
Well, they're
nines,
really just talking about your shoes and how it doesn't match your outfit.
nines here's the other two, four. Yeah, there's four altogether now. The other four of you just hear squeak. At that point, the rats begin telling Nines a little bit more about where the smell went and like what it did. So the smell came from here, and got out of the grade like they usually do, and then they like walked towards the main track where all the good food is, and we followed them for a little ways, but kind of lost them.
How you? There's so many of you. You all lost them?
Well, someone dropped a whole pizza.
That's a good point. When you tail someone, do you just like have like spare human clothes that you all just go into and like make some sort of rat human robot?
No one really notices the rats unless we're like, have been turned into a rat.
Are you translating this to us?
This part, no.
I meant like the earlier part.
Oh, the earlier parts, yes.
What did they mean by like they usually do? Can they describe that?
What do you mean like they usually do? Is it just like that common?
Oh, yeah, they go in and out like every day.
Every day?
How?
Just about, yeah.
Like at what time?
Usually at night, sometimes during the day, and they just walk around. They look like just could be anybody.
And they smell bad.
Yeah, we think so. No one else seems to really react to it, though.
Wonder why. You'd think if it smells worse than death that they'd be able to notice. I did not translate any of what they said. I'm just asking Olsef that question.
Ask them if they noticed any silveriness.
Did you notice them being like silvery or anything?
Or
No,
metallic.
no, we didn't.
They just smell bad.
They smell really bad.
What kind of hat do they wear?
Like one of those. And you look across the river, and there's some, like sewer maintenance folks. You've seen Bill and Sharice, the two sewer workers you met. They wore the exact same outfit and had similar like helmets. And you look across the river and you see some workers, and they're just going right in.
Do they like tap a key or they unlock it?
They unlock it, and then
So
they lock it behind them.
this grate opens up. It's not just a solid grate.
Yeah, think of it, almost like a jail cell door kind of thing.
I just was clarifying because they said the usual way, like the in and out. So I want to make sure it wasn't like
Yeah.
through the bars, but they were just using the door.
So you who are rats who are being most helpful, could you please tell two nines how it is that they get in and out through the gate? Do they have a key or some other thing?
Oh yeah, they have a key. They look just like, those folks across there. They don't smell like the others, though.
Oh, can you ask the squirrels? Squirrels.
Hey, squirrels, join in the conversation!
A squirrel in a shrub just comes like, what?
Hey, do you see the things that smell like death?
Oh yeah.
Like, how often do you see them?
Yeah, every day.
Like, they have that cool hat?
You mean like one of them?
Yeah, like one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any unique information from a squirrel perspective?
From a squirrel perspective, well, I can tell you that they don't really appreciate food. I never see them eating stuff. I'm pretty observant about that.
Do you, like, follow them around every once in a while?
No, try to stay away from them. But they don't even carry lunch boxes or anything like that. Everyone carries lunch boxes.
If I give you a nut, will you follow them one day?
Oh, no. God, they smell terrible.
What if I give you a nose plug?
Why?
So you don't have to smell them.
I don't...
Can you ask the rats, not the squirrels? Sorry.
I'm having a conversation with the squirrels, Oria. So, what's up?
Nothing. Do you need me?
I mean, you're here. You might as well, like, join in. Can you talk to the rats?
Yeah, of course we can talk to each other.
You
Yeah,
guys
like,
have
of course
to,
we
like-
can.
Is there any, like, cool rat gossip?
Cool rat gossip?
Yeah.
No. But there's some, like, kind of boring rat gossip.
What's the most boring piece of rat gossip?
Well, Suzanne over there, found some lipstick and tried it on. And she thought she looked nice.
Did she?
There's a little rat with, like, a little, like, lipstick on. And, I don't know. Kind of cute for, like, a rat. Like, picture a rat with lipstick. It's kind of cute.
So just
And, like,
picture Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
So
It's literally
Just rat.
you are a 9.
What?
Have you found out anything interesting
9s.
that may be helpful to us in our quest?
Can you
I
ask?
found that rat tried lipstick on.
Can you ask the rats if they have or could retrieve any keys that the maintenance people might have dropped in the sewer?
You know, hey rats,
squeak.
do you know if there's like keys that were dropped on maintenance workers that you can get for us?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't pay attention to keys.
I mean, can you look?
I mean, sure. Can we have more food?
What kind of food?
Well, whatever food you can give us, but, you know, enough where we can all have some.
Yes. Zoria, what kind of food is healthy for rats? Because you care about that now.
Kale.
Yeah, lettuce.
I pull out my knife. I start grinding the top to get some shredded lettuce on the ground. Works that way, right?
Sure, yeah. Why not?
It's shredded. It's gonna take a while.
Why don't you just go head of lettuce, head of lettuce? They can tear it out.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. This thing is so loud.
So,
Boy, my arms are tired. What?
Well, one's just looking at you like,
I go over to the stand and spend 2 copper to buy a bunch of lettuce, I assume. Because you said the main drag with food is just...
yeah, there's a market, like just a couple blocks down.
I buy 4 silver worth of lettuce.
It's a lot of lettuce.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rats.
Zoria, do you need help carrying all of that lettuce?
I have a magic bag.
That'd be like
So you're
$120 worth of lettuce. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of lettuce. The squirrel looks on like, hey, can I join in?
No, you're not helping.
But what if I help?
If you help, then you can have it.
Oh, great. I'll come on. Hey guys, can I help? Yes, sir.
Right now, the people are gonna wonder why there's a squirrel that's just hanging out in a sea of rats.
There's a whole bunch of rats and one squirrel.
Is that the sequel to Ratatouille? Ratatouille?
No.
I think the sequel
Squirrelatootie?
the sequel to Ratatouille is Remy's great niece.
It's 5
And it's
years
5 years
after.
later.
Yeah.
I like the idea that they go to an international food competition and they're all just different rats.
Or they're all just different animals,
So-
like controlling with hair.
Is that a yes? They'll get us a key if they'll look for a key.
Actually, I'm not sure if did they respond. I got distracted talking about
Yeah.
Squirrelatootie.
Do they know what a key looks like?
They'll bring.
Yes, they know. They said they've seen it a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
So.
They're all like going to town, eating some
Well,
food.
they're already in town. Actually, it's a city.
They're all eating the food, and
Luckily, no guards are upset about us feeding all the rats.
no one seems to really care much about you feeding the rats.
No.
I give 1 head of lettuce to
This isn't-
Sevens.
It's not like New York where people would actively scream at you if you started feeding the rats.
I feed Sevens 1 head of lettuce.
Is that lettuce like kelp?
I don't. Yeah, it's like land kelp. You need to learn personal space.
I eat the lettuce.
Like
I'm
respectful distance.
I'm pretty sure that nines could make kelp with the knife,
Yeah, but no one asked me to. So
just for the record, and clams.
what's happening?
Kelp and clams, please.
Will you give me personal space if I make you kelp and clams?
Yes.
More space. More.
Now you're too close to me.
Go that way. I empty some kelp and. How do clams come out of this knife?
I assume whole. In
but
shell.
they pop out.
Yeah, it's like
Like I pull like the top, it like slides back, and then it, like one of those vending machines where you put quarter in.
I think you hold the knife sideways and you do like a deck of cards, and like when a clam comes out.
Clam, 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 clam. Clam, 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 clam. Clam, 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 clam.
Ardmore thanks you.
Does he?
Yes.
He didn't say it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you for the claim.
You're welcome. Thank you for the personal space.
You're welcome.
For all the ear watchers,
There's the puppet.
we now have, and if you haven't ever watched the YouTube version of the show, there is now a puppet Ardmore.
We have the best props.
A puppet.
And gongs, and a guitar, and a slide whistle,
The slide whistle is the
and
best.
ocarina, and
I have a lot of props.
a thumb piano. You have a lot of props.
I don't have any problem.
So you who are nines,
Concertina?
have the rats agreed to find a key?
It seems like it, right? You're gonna find that key for us because we gave you all this lettuce.
We're gonna do our best.
No, you do it.
Well,
Just get me the key.
Tell them do or do not. There is no try.
We
Oh, that's clever. Did you just think of that?
Yeah, I have very high wisdom.
we're not gonna steal it.
Oh no, don't steal it. And I wink at them.
Yeah, okay, we won't steal it.
No, you definitely shouldn't steal it if that's not if finding is not an option. Wink.
Okay, we won't.
Is there a spell like comprehend sarcasm?
Why don't you just cast suggestion on one of the rats?
You have to be the rat. Are they? Does that work?
Can you cast suggestion on an animal?
I don't see why not.
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know what the limitations of that spell are for creatures.
I think it's if they can hear.
I think it can work.
I mean, they just say creature, so.
Okay, sure, you can cast.
As long as they
You can
can
cast it on animals.
understand you, so.
But I'm not doing that because that's. I can use suggestion on so many other people.
Also, it's a concentration spell and you'd lose your speak with animals immediately upon casting it.
So they wouldn't be able to understand me.
So Soria would have to cast Speak with Animal from her staff
On
you, so you could cast it on the rats.
And you could cast it, you would just lose your spell because the concentration wouldn't split over until the spell took effect, which means you'd already have cast it
Yeah, but you can't keep talking to them at that point.
afterwards.
So did you tell us that they saw these smelly people leave and walk and they followed for a while? Do we know that?
Yes, they tried and then they got distracted by pizza. Just like us.
So you who are rats who are most helpful,
good.
would one of you be able to show us, guide us as far as you did when you followed the smelly people?
The rats look around, spell out "sure" on the ground.
Oh, these are very smart rats.
Yeah,
Why are we even using speak with animal if they can spell?
it's faster.
Can
You
we
told them-
convert them to like some sort of rat Ouija board?
Or circus act?
You told them that he can speak with them, but cannot understand them. They're being polite. Mm-hmm. They can really only give like one word or sort of basic image answers.
It'd be kind of like skywriting.
Yeah, but there is enough to make a rat Ouija board, right?
What is a rat Ouija
Well,
board?
it's just a board with the alphabet on it, and a yes and a no. And then like a circle of rats will go to each answer, and then we have to like write it out.
If you painted a letter on the back of each rat, it would save on rats.
It could be like typesetting, right? Yeah.
I guess
could
you could
just
just
arrange-
like put the letters on the ground, but it's a lot more fun and take up a lot more space if you use the rats to make the letters. We're a D&D show.
So
Yeah, sure.
if the rats have said sure in response to my question of whether they would show us the path that the smells like the bad kind of death went. So we can at least follow somewhere along. Maybe there might be a clue.
We can also, if we need a key, we can also just like steal one.
Or we could ask
ourselves.
Bill or
very-
Charisse if we could borrow one because we're on an important quest.
Right.
Looking for their friend. Or the friend of their friend.
Well, I guess we're going to follow the path.
Okay.
We'll start with that.
Yeah.
Any
Do
other
you-
questions for the rats?
Yeah, I'll say once you start following them, then speak with animal will effectively end.
Let's see. We have a good idea what they looked like. Did they move normally? Ask them maybe if they smelled like death. I'm wondering if they're like zombie sort of things. If they're all jerky and
I'll just ask that. So you who are rats who continue to be helpful, could you just simply answer yes or no by spelling out the word like you did sure?
They spell out yes.
Did those who smelled worse than death walk in a normal fashion?
They look at nines. They look at you. And then they all kind of go, shrug?
Like they all collectively stand on their hind legs and
And
go,
they just go, yeah, they do.
Okay. I will ask it
They
this way
really
then.
work well together.
You who are rats that had been helpful, please observe Zoria walk normally. Zoria walk normally. Oh God.
Owen is just like over off to the side, like barely containing their laughter. Like,
What are you doing?
That's how Zoria walks! You're just always ahead of us, so you never notice.
I'm being a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
have you ever read Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah.
Just picture the scenes when Calvin is pretending to be a giant monster.
Yeah.
That.
That's
why,
what
why are
Saurus.
you doing that?
You told me to talk normally.
Okay, let's just follow the rats.
We're just doing that song. Everyone do the dinosaur.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We have to get dinosaurs in this game somehow, because the DM won't let me see any.
I like that you just kind of made up a Tyrannosaurus Rex right there, because you've never heard of one before as a character.
I'm just being a weird creature.
So as we're following the rats, what do we see?
All right, well, Seth, you take the lead.
Was there
Okay, I
another
do-
person that dropped a whole pizza?
I do want to verify that you are done with rats.
Well, okay, I'll see if they have an answer to do they move strangely or like a normal person.
Okay, just,
So
we
Zorio-
continue our questioning. Did the person walk like a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
So we asked.
They didn't walk like that.
Just ask if they walked like a normal human.
No, they walk like normal sewer workers.
I mean, sure.
What do you mean, like, sure? Is it yes or no?
Well,
Is there like a limp to them? Do they like breathe heavy? Do they like say, man, I really smell like death. I wish I invested in deodorant.
they didn't say that. Like,
Do they ever say,
we're about 2.5 inches tall. When you guys walk, it all pretty much looks the same.
ask them if they ever said,
They-
I love being evil.
Have they ever said, man, I love being evil. It's so much fun.
No, they've never said exactly that.
Well, then,
Ask what they've said.
what have they said?
They said,
Dash, boom, bleed, or whatever you said.
they've actually, come to think of it, they took a whole lot less than the rest of y'all.
Have they ever said anything?
You all say all sorts of things a lot. You know that?
Yes. Yes,
Like-
I do.
All of you two-legged things, you're just always talking.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So, they don't talk that much.
That's a shame. They should start talking more.
At least they don't talk much when we can see them.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, they might talk a lot when we're not there. But when we see them, they pretty much just say things like, tomorrow, or 6 p.m., or, like, some sort of weird noise. I don't really know.
Well, did they say anything this time?
They did the weird noise thing.
Could you make the noise?
Yeah, like make the noise thing. What are you talking about?
No.
Ask them to make the
we
noise.
Can't, we can't make the noise. We tried. But when we hear it, it hurts.
It hurts?
The sound that hurts. Maybe it's the voice.
Yeah, when we hear it, it hurts.
Well, if I like imitate it,
Maybe-
could you like guide it to the right sound?
Ask them what they mean by it hurts. Like, is it just really loud, or...
Is it really loud or is it just words that hurt, like ruins that hurt when you look at them?
Like, wait, what?
Ignore that last part. If we show them the book, we will kill all.
Yeah, like,
I would actually kill all the rats.
yeah, they would all explode and it would be really bad. Because, like, the amount of damage I'd taken is way more than a rat has.
And it would be very interesting to kill every rat right now.
But we're
It's like-
not doing that.
Like someone just like looks over, they just see you showing a
A book.
And then
an auditorium level
So are
of
you-
rats
are you
in a
gonna
book,
try to-
and they all explode.
Are you going to try to imitate the noise?
I could
Yes.
try and imitate it if you give me direction.
They haven't given me directions.
it sounds like some sort of horrible, so you know how when water like flows over things really fast?
Uh-huh.
It sounds kind of like that, but then put daggers in your ears.
I use minor illusion to like do a scratchier water fountain or waterfall noise with rusty daggers rubbing against each other.
Yeah, that's kind of like a pleasant version of it. Maybe if you make the rusty daggers like go down a chalkboard. Don't ask us how we know what that sounds like.
Okay, a rusty broadsword being scraped against a chalkboard.
With like a waterfall
Waterfall noise.
Yeah. It's one of the most horrible noises you've ever heard. This combination of basically static. It's the water noise. They've guided you towards, because we'll give a little back and forth, they give you a little input to kind of help tweak it. The water noise gets to the point where when you turn on a TV that's, like an over-the-air tuned TV,
Half
And
our
you-
audience doesn't know what that means.
You get the snow, like
you get the snow. If you're young and you've never done over-the-air television, just look up over-the-air
White
television white noise, and you'll get an idea.
Oh, there's going to be an 8-hour-long video that people use to sleep on YouTube, isn't there?
Oh, probably. It's like that, except louder, like super intense, and then of course, like nails on a chalkboard, except worse and a lot louder. And they just called that the closest you can get it, and that's a pleasant version of this. And then they say that sometimes our ears get bloody when we hear them talk.
this is implying something like the runes.
We should probably get some Earplugs then.
Yeah, maybe.
That was important information to get, that they make horrible,
Ear bleeding
ear
noises.
bleeding noises.
I think for good measure, we
And-
should just show them the runes then.
And keep in mind that they have indicated, I just want to be clear about this point, so the players absolutely understand, that they do just say like normal things too.
Yeah, like tomorrow, 6
Yeah.
p.m. That sort of.
Yeah. They go on to elaborate how sometimes they have seen them engage in conversations that sound like just everyone else's conversations usually do, to at least to their ears. And then they sort of stop when people pass by. Basically, what they're trying to describe is they seem to put on an act as being a normal, everyday kind of person, just going about their day. And then the moment that they don't have to put on that act anymore, it goes back to silence.
You just described normal people.
Ask them if they have ever seen these smells like death people taking regular people who don't smell like death down into the sewers.
Have you ever seen these people kidnap other people?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
Oh,
Have they ever seen anyone like
yeah. Have you ever seen
Disappear.
anyone get kidnapped?
or disappeared?
No.
Really? In the whole city? Like not even with like weird like magical circumstances?
I mean, maybe, but we'll be completely honest. We mostly just look out for your food. We wouldn't have really noticed these guys at all, except they smell horrible.
That's fair.
When you're a rat, you lean on your sense of smell a lot more than other things, because it tells you whether, something bad might be coming. You all can hear things, and so can we. You all can see things, and well, our eyesight is not maybe quite as good as yours, but we can smell a lot more than you guys can, it seems, because y'all either are just completely nose blind to the smell of these sewers, or you can tolerate a lot more than we can. That's why we're out here. We used to live in the sewers, and then, these guys moved and it smelled terrible.
Are there parts of... Oh. Ask them if there's parts of the sewers that smell like them, like in concentrations.
Yes, is there any part of the sewer that smells like other rats? That's what you want to know, right?
No, that smells like death people. Worse than death.
Do you know if they're just going to like the same place? Or the place where a smell emanates from?
We got out of there before we spent any longer with that smell, if we're honest.
So the whole sewer just smells like that now.
Well, for the most part, yeah. Some parts are worse than others, but once they started moving around in there, well, we didn't want to be there anymore. It felt dangerous.
So where was the spot where it seemed the strongest at first?
Well, the first time that we noticed was when they came near our main nest.
Can you ask them when these people started moving in?
Yeah, when did this...
Assuming they have a sense of time.
Where on your calendar did this start?
Was it snowing? Was it fall?
Well, it's about... Well, Tiffany hadn't been born, which meant that Cassandra hadn't been born. 9 months, I think you call them.
I want to keep hearing rat names.
It's all Tiffany and Cassandra.
I would thought that rats would have more unique names. Like, but all of them are just human names, just with rat included in there, like Radica.
Rachel. Brat. Bratley. Bradigan.
Rat.
Trat. Traster. Tratster. Ratbert.
Are these all rats that live in this
Group.
rat commune?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Do they have rat IDs?
yeah, they all just know each other.
There, Bill the rat.
It's face. It's their face is their ID.
So it's not an ID, it's just their face.
It's facial recognition.
Ratted.
It would be okay
Something
if you
rat
stopped.
hole.
It really, it's okay.
Ratamore.
Stop.
So, any other questions? We actually got some pretty good info here.
We did, and they were going to show us where they went.
Yes, but before we move on to that, are there any last questions?
Any personal questions you want this rat to tell you?
No.
What their favorite food is? What was on that pizza that they
No.
ate when they... Are they interested in, like, a cruise? Like, how do they want the house that we have to set up because we agreed that they can live in our
that's just
house?
the neighbor's house.
The neighbor's house.
Okay, so we're going to use it to try to get our neighbors to move.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we need any other information?
No, we know that it started near where their nest was. Ask them if they would be willing to, if we ever
mean,
got
you can
into
ask
the
them.
sewers. I can ask them. You who are rats,
Squeak.
if we ever go down into the sewers, can you show us where the smell started? You said it was near your nest.
They might not want to go in.
Well, it's too bad.
We can show you to our nest, but we don't know if that's where the smell started.
That's why you started to. I can't understand them.
Well, is Nines basically translating?
Sometimes, when it's funny.
Only
Is there one rat that's brave enough to join our party in case we have any other questions?
No,
Oh,
But-
you look kind of brave.
we
At this
all
point.
can join.
No, just one.
Where we go one, we go all.
Why?
They're a colony that don't want to get split up.
There has,
Just have
there
this-
has to be one angsty rat that's just like, I'm not part of no group.
An emo rat.
Yeah. Is there an emo rat? Like, I look in the corners. Is there one just like, it's too cool to be here?
That-
But
There's a rat with like dyed black and purple hair that's like
Covering
down
an
in
eye.
front of their eye, just like, yeah.
hey, you want to join us?
Fine, squeak.
I grab him and I put him in my pocket.
Squeak, squeak. I'll be back later.
I hope I remember that he's in my pocket. There's gonna be a dead rat there in like a week.
Yeah. Or the next time you
Nice. Why
sit
does your
down.
jacket smell so bad? It's a pocket dimension. I assume
So,
he'll be
have
comfortable.
them
My name
table.
is Rat.
I didn't ask for your name.
and spell.
Break concentration.
Okay.
Well, have them show us.
There's
where.
a rat in your pocket now.
Okay.
I'll remind you that there's Ardamore, who is in tune to these sorts of things,
Who's going to eat my rat?
is going to remind you that there's a rat in your pocket.
A loner rat.
Be sure to.
Respectful distance.
This is respectful. This is.
Ah!
Remember, there's a rat in your
I
pocket.
know. I just put him in my pocket
Keep remembering.
Why don't you have the rats show us where?
because I ended the spell.
Also, just ask them.
You who are rats, please show us where you followed the bad-smelling people before the pizza arrived.
Okay, so you want to know
where they.
where?
Where they went.
Got it.
Yeah. From where they started to where the rats.
Well, they left the sewer
Yeah.
They,
From
so
where they
they
left the sewer.
and where they lost them.
okay. They basically lead you towards
Do they start at the grate where we started?
yeah,
That's
and
where they left. Okay.
they lead you towards the main drag. And that's where they said that someone dropped a pizza.
Uh-huh. So do we notice anything along the way? Just, it's just the street?
Is there, like, anything that you're looking for specifically? It's the main drag, so there's a lot going on. Is there anything in specific that you're looking
Along the path that the smelly people took. I'm just looking for, like, if they might have dropped something, like a piece of clothing or something they might have been carrying, anything at all. Anything that looks like it might have been dropped along the path.
Also ask the rats if it went left or right.
They show you, and you can see they went left towards the main, but busiest part of the city, just right down the main drag, and they kind of stop maybe 50 feet after they cross the bridge, and they say this is where the person dropped the pizza.
Is
Was
there a
it one of
stand
those-
there, or is it just like someone had a pizza?
Someone probably had a pizza. You don't see any specific, like, potential cause.
It was probably a trap to distract the rats.
I'm going to, while they're looking at pizza, be casting Detect Magic with the intent of seeing if there's any. I know there's going to be like magic on the lights and magic on the grate and everything. What I'm looking for are signs of maybe illusionary magic that's covering up maybe hidden symbols or messages that these people might be leaving around the doors or along paths.
Okay.
You know, they might
Sure.
be sending hidden messages to each other by writing and having them illusionarily hidden. or
We
otherwise.
use our Thieves Guild.
You don't see
affiliation.
anything like that.
Okay.
As you have noted, there's quite a bit of magic that's being used here on the main drag to create signs and just lights and stuff like that. You don't see any secret messages, symbols, nothing like that.
Okay.
The people around here kind of giving you a wide berth. There's the whole pile of rats.
Oh.
So I've had a thought,
Really? I had several.
and I'm gonna do this out of character, so you don't need to. I'm thinking when we do the stakeout, we could set up like a trap by I could copy one of those symbols somewhere on a wall, and that might set off alarm bells for these smells like death people.
One of the runes?
Yeah.
The death runes?
Yeah.
Would you make it exactly like that so it would actually hurt everybody who saw it?
I mean,
Yeah.
she did it once before, so
I can copy them, although I guess imperfectly. But it would definitely draw the attention of these people if they're like based on like the fact that they're speaking in words that are causing a similar effect. I'm imagining if one of their symbols was out in the open, that would draw a lot of attention from them.
and it turns out we were the secret murder cult the entire time, just drawing the symbols randomly in the streets.
I have been.
Oh no.
Biscuit.
Insight check. Got it. Damn it. Why did we get a good roll for that? I got a 22.
I am talking out of character.
So you're not evil.
No.
So if you just draw this
No, I'm not.
if you just draw this on the wall,
Why are you nodding yes?
I'm not evil.
Wouldn't just passerbys be looking at? I mean, you could be
Well, we would
you
draw
could be
it.
hurting thousands of people.
I mean,
Dozens.
well, we would draw it near a sewer entrance, which are presumably not like they haven't been described as up on the main roads. You know.
Also, we can just run at the normal people because we're looking for people that's actually in uniform.
And anyone who's not affected by it is probably going to be the people we're looking for.
Unless
'Cause
make
they-
them more powerful.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So we could do that during our stakeout.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
suggesting.
we could see the reaction when it happened.
That's what I'm suggesting when we go to that stakeout at that fairly isolated door.
Yeah, and we can get a steak while we're on our stakeout.
I will probably need to heal myself afterwards, but I have a bunch of potions, so.
And we'll have steak.
And we'll have steak, yeah. We're not hunting vampires, I don't think.
Well, I can just make a steak. And
I can too, it's called a stick. A pointy stick.
Yeah, about that.
So I have a couple of thoughts.
Yeah,
Okay. One is to go back to Fodari Pilm.
for the stakeout.
Yeah, to arrange for the stakeout. And perhaps Fodari would be willing to talk to Bill and Charisse and see if maybe we could borrow a key.
Or we could just try and steal one.
Well, let's try to borrow one first.
Okay.
The other is I'm in character, as Ulseth Ralph. Ulseth would be saying something like, I am most concerned that perhaps there is some connection to the Tashira Noon.
Why? Where's your connection to the Shira Noon coming?
Well, it may be a bit of a stretch, but if these have any connection at all to the Stingratfelds
Stretching.
and the evil scientist who made the Silver People,
Yeah.
they had a connection with the Tashira Noon, and so they might be linked.
Well, we don't know if these people are connected to the Silver People yet.
No, we do not know that. I am just suggesting that perhaps if there is a connection, that connection could go all the way to the Tashira Noon.
Yeah, it possibly could.
Are we going somewhere yet?
Why don't we see if we can get a key?
All right, rats, you're dismissed. Even though the spell is over.
And they don't understand that.
Yeah.
Would you like
Although
me to
they
tell
can
the rats that they
understand,
can come back?
if they can
Whatever.
understand random people saying tomorrow and 6 p.m., they apparently can understand just people talking.
So you who are rats, you have been most helpful.
Speak.
Yes. Thank you for telling us what you knew about the Smell Bad people and for showing us the path that they took.
Speak.
One of your members, whose name Nines did not wish to receive, will be assisting us. But you may all return. Thank you again.
Squeak.
Is there like an emo squeak from my jacket? Mm-hmm. Squeak.
Seven's just sniffing your jacket pocket.
I slap Tens away. Gently.
I don't think their armored carapace appreciates a light slap.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So,
Yeah, with my... Oh, I don't have negative ones.
do we have a plan about how to get a key? Do you want to try to borrow one?
I was gonna borrow one by stealing it.
From where?
Like one of the guys who was walking around.
Sure, let's do it. Is there a guy walking around?
One of those maintenance worker people.
Sure.
I walk up to him.
Okay.
Hey, I think you should give me your sewer key.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was hoping for.
Why?
It was
I
a
need it.
This is a suggestion.
I didn't say that.
Oh no! 5 gold.
No. What the hell, you guys? He just starts walking away.
Wait,
What?
we need to take pictures in the sewers. for clout.
Ardamore and I maintain very respectful personal distance.
Yeah? Yeah?
Fine. Wait! If you let us borrow it, I promise I will give it back later. As I cast suggestion. Because we really need it.
He just goes, no, what?
10 gold.
You guys, absolutely not. And just keeps walking away.
Olsef curse my suggestion spell.
Also, there's not thinking words that are consistent with his code.
Well, where are you gonna get a key then? You get the key, Nilseth, if you're so smart.
Oh no, keep trying.
Okay.
This has been most amusing.
Why don't you just turn into one of the maintenance people and be like, hey, you really have to help me. I like dropped my key, and if I don't get this job done really fast, like the boss is gonna have my head. Can I just borrow your key for a little bit? Do that, but like to the guy we just saw.
Okay. Wait, the same guy?
Or another one, I don't care. Whoever has a key.
I'll look around for another maintenance worker.
Sure. I mean, this is the main part of the town, so there's a fair number of them. This time you find 2 as a group.
I'll turn into that mean guy who wouldn't give us his key
Because we know he has one.
with the uniform.
Okay.
Be like, what'd you say? Hey, I lost my key and I need a new one or else the boss will really be mean to me. Can I borrow one?
Who are you? I don't think we've met before.
I copied that person.
Yeah.
What were they like?
They have name tags, though.
Yeah, I have a list of names.
Yeah, do they have like a barcode on their outfit that I copied?
A
Like
barcode?
a number or whatever.
No, they just have a name tag.
What did their name tag say?
This one is... Am I getting the names on that list? How about... To Aiken Rutharl.
I'm Aiken Rutharl. Famous sewer worker.
Guy.
Guy. Famous for losing his key.
Ardmore and Ulseth maintain even more personal distance than they did before.
Right.
The boss is really gonna be on my butt if I don't get a new key.
Holwyn is just over on the side, who's standing with Ardmore and Ulseth.
I'll buy you guys a sandwich to share.
Yeah, you know we're not supposed to give anyone our keys.
I know that for sure, which is why I'm in so much trouble and I don't want to be fired.
I don't want to be fired either. You screwed up, buddy.
Yep.
This is a great plan. I love this plan.
I'm good at pretending to be other people.
Are you gonna walk away defeated, just disappear into an
Well,
alley?
would you like the sandwich anyway?
I mean, no.
Okay.
This is weird.
I guess I'm standing next to Hilwyn, too.
Sure.
Hey! Go steal the key while they're distracted!
So,
I don't know. This seems like they might get fired if I steal the key. Like, what about that?
Okay, but if we don't get in there, other people might get kidnapped and die. What's more important?
I mean, I could. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, I know, I make great points! I just give an awkward thumbs up to Zoria, who's not looking at me.
so crab sandwiches are pretty good, don't you think?
You see Holwyn making their way over towards the 2 people you're talking to.
What do you think about crab sandwiches?
They're fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't have an opinion about them.
What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Can we? Are you good? Can we go
No,
now?
I lost my key.
That sounds like a real problem.
Look into my eyes
I am,
and see the terror I have of how much my boss is gonna be on my butt about this.
You know that if one of us like loses a key, all of us have to get new keys issued, and they have to change all the locks.
Yeah, when they do that pretty often and quickly, right?
Well, yeah, they're all enchanted to do that. We get issued whole new keys, and it costs the city a bunch of cash to do it.
Only if it's reported, though.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But then where are the other guys gonna get their keys if they lose them? Like, this is the kind of thing you get fired for, man.
So about that sandwich.
Holwyn has a key in their hand and just sort of like palms it towards you so you can see as they walk away.
All right, bye. Did I do good?
I continue to maintain my very long personal distance.
Well, did we get the key?
I don't. Yeah.
You do know, so.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get the key?
Yeah, I got it.
Larry, is there any special information that we need to know? Because I wasn't there for the conversation.
Yeah. The key is going to be magically changed.
Oh,
So-
so I mean, we just have to go in right now?
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna probably have to look like one of them and get it changed at the town hall place, the main office.
Oh, okay, so we'll just let it expire.
Yeah, and then I'll get this key that we had stolen changed.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward, I think.
I think you have to do it first thing in the morning then, right?
As soon as it's reported.
Yeah, because the guy you're going to pretend to be has the key, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So it'd be weird if you showed up and he showed up.
I'm not gonna kill him.
What? Why not?
What do you think of this plan?
So when they said that all of the keys were changed magically, which you have reported to us, does not that mean that the key you're holding just is magically changed? That
You have to go into the office and have it changed magically.
Oh, they didn't. Did they say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why weren't you part of the conversation? It was like you're standing a respectful distance away.
That is why I was standing at a respectful distance away, so I was not part of the conversation.
Well, we have the key now.
Yep.
We want to do a stakeout still?
Yeah,
Well,
we
let's
should
go
do
to
it.
Fadari Pillman set up a plan.
Also, I have to look for a pizza place, because that sounds good now.
And there should be one right nearby.
There
'cause-
should be, like, well,
I
they,
wanna look at the key and see, does it have like a name attached or a number attached to it, or is it just fairly generic?
It does have a number attached.
Okay.
how easy is it to change it?
I mean, the number just seems to be like stamped in.
So, you
You would think that this is like an identifier tag to tell you which key is registered to which worker.
and you remember the name tag of the person from whom we stole the key,
Yep.
so you can change into that person.
Yep.
And be just as fluent and smooth as you just were when you get it changed.
Yep.
Yeah. So why don't we go? Well, I have a plan. We could go to the town hall now and just get this key taken care of.
Well, you don't know if it's been reported as missing.
That's because the person we stole it from hasn't reported it as missing yet.
So you're going to go in and just throw them off so they don't need to change it? Until he actually does show up and says he lost it later?
Okay, I don't have a good plan. So let's go to Fodari.
Well, now we know it's super easy just to steal the keys from them. So.
If all of the keys need to be changed, there has to be some way of notifying all the sewer workers that the key needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you won't get notified because you're not a sewer worker.
Maybe the key vibrates.
But Bill and Charisse are, so if they get notified, then we know that it's time to change the key. So let's go to the Crass Carp and talk to Fodari, tell him about the stakeout, and perhaps Bill and Charisse will be there, and maybe the notification will come through while they are there, and we can,
Yeah.
that would be a really good thing to have happen.
Would it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. We didn't
All
really
right.
think this through very well.
You head to the Crass Carp.
Any more than
Is there
usual.
anything that you need to stop for or do on the way?
I mean, the pizza.
Yeah.
They probably have pizza at the Crass Carp.
I don't want it at the Crass Carp.
What?
Crab.
Crass Carp.
Crass Crab Carp.
No, there's no crab.
Well, I don't want it at the Crab.
Crab.
So there's a possibility, just to consider that if we got the pizza from the same place as the one that fell and the rats got.
I'm not getting the fallen rat pizza. I'm getting a fresh one.
Yes, but it might have been that it didn't fall, but that it was so awful that whoever bought it just tossed it. Do you want to take a chance with that pizza?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we get some pizza.
We can always go back and ask the rats for their opinion.
All right, you head to the nearest pizza joint, the very first one that you see.
What's it called?
It is called the House of Pizza.
Is it a house? Or is it like a van?
It was once a house. You know how sometimes
It's like a
restaurants will
restaurant in a
convert,
house.
an old house somewhere into a restaurant? Yeah.
Is it a chain? So is it like House of Pizza 1 or House of Pizza
No,
13?
this is just the House of Pizza.
Okay, we go into the establishment. Or do you want to knock first?
No.
Oh, you can just
You're
go
the
in.
lead.
There's nice big windows and an open sign and everything.
Okay, I go in.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what's pizza?
I'll knock.
Okay. You want a table or you want it to go?
Just,
Yeah.
Is this time sensitive?
Yeah.
Do you like eating pizza at the place? It's got charm when you get to eat it.
Get it to go. Eat a slice here.
It's to go.
Are you sure? It's really nice here.
I look over how fresh.
Why are you encouraging that?
How fresh does a crushed red pepper look?
Oh, they're crushing it in the bag right now.
Wow.
They are
We'll
crushing
get it here.
Okay.
I'll take one of the pizzas that's popular with the rats.
Okay, one rat special coming up.
Wait, what? I look on the wall. Does it actually say rat special?
Yeah, there's a rat
How
special.
many other customers are in this establishment?
Just
A
rats.
lot.
Really?
Ardemore orders a clam and kelp pizza.
It would be like, New York City, very aware of Pizza Rat, and some enterprising pizza joint decides to have the Pizza Rat special.
I just think it'd be very stupid for a pizza restaurant, especially a family-focused one, to have a rodent as their mascot.
Yeah, that'd be really.
Oh god, are there horrifying fervent animatronics in here?
No.
Can we seed that idea? We
Sure.
discuss it.
That'll be an improv.
As you sit
Add
down
it to the prompt.
and place your order for several pizzas, we're gonna take a break, and you'll enjoy your pizza while we're on break. See you in a minute, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. We have returned from break, and when we left off, the party was just leaving their rat companions after gaining some pretty crucial information from them. And they were enjoying a very fine pizza at a local pizza establishment called the House of Pizza, and they're just finishing their meal. And when we come back...
Alright, I put down my fork and knife.
I probably couldn't, I put down my 2 spoons.
I folded mine New York style, whatever that is. This way.
Drogmaran style.
How does Helen eat pizza?
We never actually see them eat, but it disappears.
So...
I've only seen them drink, so I can only assume they blend it.
So Holden has an interesting way of eating pizza.
More
They-
interested.
They like to, kind of get it to the edge of the plate and just sort of nibble on the edge.
Of the plate?
Yeah, they
They're holding the plate, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you said they were nibbling the plate.
Well, they get it to the edge of the plate and they kind of nibble away at it.
I deconstruct mine.
This is modeled after a thing I liked to do when I was younger.
I like...
Yes, younger. Not
Yeah.
now.
I pulled mine apart into all its independent ingredients and ate them one at a time.
Like you broke the flour back out of
I
it.
pulled the cheese off, made a little cheese pile, pulled all the sauce and made a little sauce pile.
Is there like a weirdo in the establishment that like gets the pizza and just pulls the crust off and eats that and just leaves the pizza part?
No.
No.
So
No.
when you deconstruct the pizza like that, does someone see it and say, we could serve it like that but charge 5 times as much?
No one thinks that.
We're not at the Arcturo experience. So, we had
Maybe
to
we
food
never
our-
left that. We don't know. It's
No.
impossible to tell.
could still be there.
We
No.
head to the Crass Carp.
You head to the Crass Carp.
I get some fries.
Got the Crass Carp.
They're fine fries.
Yeah, they're pretty fine fries. I'll have some fries too.
Okay, so you show up to the Crass Carp. You get your fries
And an ale.
and an ale.
Is there like a combo special?
It kind of, yeah, sure. 4 copper.
Is that a good deal? I only want if it's a good deal.
It's like $12 for 2 fries and what'd you get? 2 ales, right?
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, 2 fries, 2 ales. It's called the Lonely Bachelor's Special.
But it's for 2 people.
You-
Or it's a
you-
special, it's not for 2 people.
Special's not for 2 people.
Why would you get 2 fries and not just 1 larger fry?
Those are the large fries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is special.
It's pretty
So-
special. Okay, so I get one of those. I have to pay for it. I
Is
guess.
Charlene, Charisse, and Bill here?
Yeah, you're thinking of your former
Aliens.
alter ego. Yeah,
Charlene, was it?
I think it was Charlena.
Charlena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should bring her back.
Charisse is not there at this moment, nor is Bill. You guys have gotten there, you got pizza for lunch, left, walked down the street, and you're like, it sounds good. Beer and French fries.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But boy, am I lonely.
So, Fodari,
Yeah.
what time do we want to do that stakeout?
Well, I'm gonna be done here about 10 o'clock,
What time is it now?
like 4.
Oh,
Does that give us enough time to go get the steaks?
so
Okay,
if
well,
we go to the steak your clam and do a carry out,
stakeout is not
if we do it to go,
stakeout something
is
else.
that a steak out?
No.
Is this a stakeout? As I generate a steak, and I just hold it out.
Would you guys quit it with the stupid puns?
No, I'm hungry. I ate a whole pizza.
Can you cook this steak for him?
Sure. Goes into the back.
Deep fried.
The only way to eat steak.
So if it is 4 o'clock now and the stakeout will not start until after 10,
Maybe we should check out the city center town hall place to get this key revalidated.
but we don't know that the Modus has
Yeah,
been up.
but there'll be a big line of them getting their keys revalidated if there are.
Oh, let us go stand in line. That sounds like fun.
Oh, okay. We go back to our line simulator. As we walk out, do we see very disgruntled sewer workers?
I was trying to give you guys time to sit there and plan, strategize, talk with Fodari.
And now we can
Oh.
be in a line.
She went in back to cook something.
We have plenty of time to do that.
Left before we got my steak.
Oh, wait, we can't leave until the steak's back.
That's right.
I can just make
So-
another one. Let's go.
But this is a deep fried steak.
Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna have a stakeout, which doesn't have anything to do with steaks or steaks.
Except we are getting a steak.
Yes. So we will have.
It has a little to do with the
tangential.
steak. Yeah.
Yeah. Will we finish the steak before the stakeout?
Yes.
I just had a pizza. I don't have room for a steak.
We will later. We have 6 hours. We'll get hungry again.
So,
So
we're going to go to the one. We need sort of. So, here's our sort of plan of action. We're not doing a heist, so I don't need to name everything in a cool way.
Oh, okay. That's the qualifier.
10 o'clock. We go to the sewer entrance that's sort of out of the way from the main street. Right?
yeah, the one near here, the one that Fudari showed us, or something?
Yeah. Right, Fodari? Right,
Yeah.
Fodari?
Well, we're gonna start there.
Yeah.
But there's a few actually from. Well, okay. I've got access to an apartment that's just a couple stories up, and it's got kind of a cool balcony, and we can actually see a few different like service entrances. I've used it a couple times.
We can see more than one.
Yeah, I've used it a couple times to, try to see these, well, people, I guess. I hope they're people. God, I hope they're people.
Are we going to just follow them, or are we going to jump them? Like,
From the balcony?
I mean,
yes.
Oh.
You can jump high or fall fast.
I've always
Yeah,
had
I
to be
can.
a little too cautious to really tail them. So I can't follow them as what they, as they go through their day. I end up losing them. So once they get out of the sewers, I can only tail them usually for, 10, 12 blocks. Longest I've ever gone was following them up the mountain of ways. But then they lost me because I have to stay too far back. I'm hoping that all of us working together, we might be able to sort of, like,
Capture one?
not capture, but some of us can get ahead and scout different routes ahead and then be there to intercept and somehow talk to each other. I don't know how we'll do it.
Well, I have a plan to lure their attention.
Okay.
So, we've been talking to some rats,
That's a great way to start any
Sure.
conversation.
and the rats have overheard them speaking in a language that caused them intense pain,
Intense pain?
bleeding out of the ears.
Have you never
Oh my
heard
God.
that? It sounds like this, and I make a white noise, screechy sound, except that is a pleasant version.
I just use my minor illusion.
It sounds like this, but way worse.
That sounds awful. No, I've never heard that before.
So,
We don't spend a lot of time talking to rats, though.
You really should. They're very helpful.
I wish I could.
Why can't you?
Don't have any magical abilities?
Have you tried training to be a bard? You get magic abilities if you do that.
I mean, no. I haven't.
you better start teaching her.
You could
quick.
have live entertainment at the bar then.
So, my
Give
plan.
them the spoons. That will be their first instrument.
Those are mine.
Then why don't you become a bard?
I am a bard.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm really good.
We're moving on.
My plan. In previous adventures, I've acquired some mystical runes that have a similar effect, and we believe they're connected. These runes, when seen, cause intense pain and bleeding from the eyes.
Yeah.
So, and I think they're connected. If I were to inscribe one of these runes near one of these service entrances, it would very likely draw a lot of attention from them. Because they're like, our secret evil pain language is like, here, who did this? Why is this here, right? And that would let us maybe ambush them.
If they were looking for us, it would make it easier for us to find them.
And we could maybe ambush and capture one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they could lead us into their evil lair
Why are we going to the evil lair?
to stop the disappearances?
Are they the one kidnapping people?
We think so.
I mean,
That
they
is-
could just be two evil things happening in the city.
Okay, well, we'll stop one of the two evil things at the very least.
Do we get paid for it?
Yeah, probably.
By who?
The Royal Guard.
Aren't they
Maybe we-
pretending this isn't a problem?
Yeah, but they'll be like, oh, you saved us from the problem that wasn't a problem. Here's a bunch of money, probably.
Also, is that what's going to happen?
I don't know. I do not think so. Maybe we should go back to the company of Blaze real quickly before we execute this plan, since we have 5 hours yet, to see if anyone has asked for us by name.
Or we could have Dole hire us.
That would be good. I think Bill might hire
Well,
us.
actually, with this information, maybe you will
He
hire
might
us.
actually, now that we have this rat information, yeah.
Dear Dole, we talked to some rats, and they have some very interesting things
We'll
to
write
say.
him a letter.
Why do not you call Dole and find out if he knows anything about this screechy, hissy white noise pain language?
Hey, Dole.
Yes, Soria.
Are you
Good
asleep?
afternoon.
Are you asleep?
No, not this time, which is odd. Usually you call me when I am asleep.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Sorry about that.
Do you call me when you're going to bed?
Almost every night, yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the problem. Because the sun sets earlier where I am in Ilsirin.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
So perhaps call earlier.
No!
Well, today it is earlier.
No.
So,
Wait, you're not a speakerphone?
not right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Well,
I'm just
then
saying no to these fries are undercooked.
And I'm
oversalted.
responding to something I couldn't hear.
So, Dole,
Yes.
we have some more information about the evil murder cult under the Drogmara.
Yes, I remember that.
Well, the one under Nordfeld, you remember.
I remember you telling me
Oh,
about
yeah.
the potential for a murder cult.
So, we talked to some rats, and they described these figures that smell like death, but worse. And sometimes they talk in a voice that sounds like this.
As I cast Minor Illusion, and I make the noise again.
I have it on speaker now.
That sounds deeply unpleasant.
And they said it's like that, but less pleasant, and it caused their ears to bleed.
I feel sorry for the rats.
So I'm thinking it might be related to those runes we located in Nordfeld, which caused our eyes to bleed and caused intense pain to look at.
It could be. I suppose if someone knew how to speak the language that those runes are written in.
It could have a similar effect.
The problem would be anyone of this plane who's able to speak that would inevitably be harmed by the very use of it.
Is it still on speaker? Mm-hmm. So we just found out that they might not be from this plane.
Could these people be from a different plane?
Yes, that is possible. But I don't know why they would be here. Usually, creatures from other dimensions, other planes, they have no interest in our world. They're more accidentally here. Think of it like your foot slipping through a soft spot of dirt that's covering up a hole. And your foot goes into something like an ant colony. The other dimension has slipped into ours, much like their foot slipping into an ant colony.
We are just ants.
But these people have been intentionally causing that to happen, right? At least in Nordfeld?
Possibly. We don't know what they're doing or why. We can't say what their intentions are. They may not know what they're doing.
So, would you be interested in hiring us to investigate?
The thought had not occurred to me. Is there a pressing need in the city to investigate?
There's been ongoing disappearances for about 9 months now. About the same time these people appeared.
And has local law enforcement been involved?
They've been ignoring the problem.
And keeping it hush-hush to try and keep the population calm. And they've not investigated the sewers whatsoever, they said. Even though that's where all of these suspicious figures keep going.
Is the palace involved in any way?
They might be. The palace has been in complete lockdown since this occurred. Since this has started.
Then it seems if we were to pursue this, we would need to implement a degree of diplomacy.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
I have a +7 to deception.
Diplomacy.
Oh.
Holwyn,
Oh, that's not
what's the
great.
difference?
Yes, probably. We would need some diplomacy.
We don't need to create a high-profile job that catches attention.
Oh, off the books.
We would be
I'm winking at the communicator.
in the sewers, so it would definitely not be high profile. It would be
Perhaps we could work with the Agmar Nodal.
No. Other options?
The Agmar Nodal have certain diplomatic abilities that none of us possess. They have the capacity to investigate areas of cities under the guise of looking for new forms of life, or perhaps a colony of unexpected animals. They are both peacekeepers and researchers.
Oh, but we could do that. I could be looking for new sources of clay and silt for making crapstaxies.
Can't we just pretend we're Agmar Nodal and smirch their reputation at the same time?
I like that plan.
I'm not sure that would be wise in the long run.
Will you come facilitate?
What do you mean by facilitate?
Well, if we're getting hired by the Agmar Nodal, is that what you're suggesting? Or we're taking advantage of their power?
We would be doing both. I have some associates who are part of the Agmar Nodal. I can reach out to them.
You have to reach
And
pretty far then.
And they'll hire us?
That is my hope.
Would they hire us directly, or would they go through the company of Blades?
I think it would be best to go through the company of Blades and request your particular group.
They could ask for us by name.
Yeah.
They have a
Okay,
great
yeah.
name.
I mean, I don't want to work with them, but if they ask for us by name,
I think you should work with them.
We would just be. We would just be.
Wait,
I'm
what's the
not
save?
doing that. I'm
We
not
would just be
wasting a spell
working
slot.
for the company.
not for the Agmar Nadal.
No.
We'd be working for the company. I could probably stomach that if I really, really, really pretend.
What I can't stomach are these fries.
I thought these fries were fine.
No, they're undercooked and oversalted.
It's like a salty worm.
It's a terrible way to describe
Really?
French fries.
Yeah. Salty worm. Reminds me of home a bit.
I just shoved the fries over there.
Ooh.
I'm full of pizza
So.
anyway.
Okay, so Dole, you're going to reach out to the Agmar Nadal.
Yes. I'm hoping that we might be able to come to an agreement quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a stakeout tonight.
I brought the steaks.
Keep in mind that this arrangement may not pay much money.
Oh, now you're concerned about the money. The thing that wasn't a job until 3 minutes ago.
You were only concerned about it being a job or not. And now it's the money, right?
Well, now that it's a
If
job,
we're using
I
the
want to be...
Agmar Nodal as a resource to gain you access to the sewers without raising eyebrows, then they may not have a lot of monetary compensation if they're simply doing me a favor.
If they hire us, do we not need to steal like a key to the sewers or anything? Like we'd be given access?
That would be very likely, yes. The Agmar Nodal, as I have explained, have certain diplomatic privileges and access that others simply do not, as they are an international peacekeeping force and research organization.
So you return the key then?
Yeah, we'll just say we found it on the ground.
Once we get hired.
Oh, yes. If we are not hired and we do not have access, otherwise we will still need the key.
Is there anything else that you need of me before I attempt to move things along?
Do you have a restaurant recommendation at this place?
Drogmara.
Why, no.
What about coffee?
Yes.
Then what's a coffee place?
I personally like Statori's.
Have you ever had the Arcturo experience?
No.
Oh.
I
You
don't
want to?
No.
So,
I don't
anyway.
enjoy experience-based food.
Oh. You
That's
would like
great,
this
there's no
then.
food there.
So, Dole,
Yes.
actual questions about what we're doing.
These are real questions.
You've experienced these sorts of evil dimensional magic-y things before, right? Is there something we can do to protect ourselves?
Not particularly.
Okay, great.
Do you have good headphones or earplugs?
Yes.
Can you send them over here?
Yes. How good are you looking to have? I have several degrees of safety.
Well, you know that sound that Nines made that was a pleasant version of the sound that makes your ears bleed?
Yes.
We would like to have our ears not bleed.
Do you have like any that make you realize that you're truly alone in the universe with how deadly quiet it is?
Yes.
Do you have ones where it blocks all noise except your party?
No.
Do you know where we can get something
Also,
like that?
I was thinking of another magic item that would be great, like a magic key that when you touched another key, it turned into a copy of it instantly. That would be a cool magic item.
But if we would need ear protection before we would attempt this.
I can provide ear protection. I can't provide communication with your party and ear protection.
We'll just like figure out some hand motions.
Yeah,
that'll be great
we're
for
pretty-
ear watchers.
We know each other really well. So, like, what does this mean?
It's time to dance.
No centipede attack.
Oh,
So, you who are adult,
Yes.
we would also need ear protection for a baby boulette and a sea otter.
we should probably leave the boulette at the house.
I would
Yeah.
recommend leaving any non-weapon wielding individuals.
I hand a
Knives?
knife to
Artemore.
Artemore.
Nines, are we leaving you?
If there are any,
Yeah, I just like throw my weapons into the water.
if there are any beloved companions that are unable to wear armor, cast spells, or wield weapons, I would advise that they stay behind for their own safety.
Artemore!
Yes.
Cast Cure Light's wounds! Ugh, just spit on me!
As far as Artemore's
works.
concerned, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
That should kill you.
Good effort. A for effort.
Moving personal space. So, all right, Dole. So, we'll wait to hear. We'll go back to the company house. Should we do our stakeout still, or should we hold off on that?
I always encourage the gathering of information.
Okay. So, but we shouldn't try and capture anyone.
I would advise against that. You don't know who you're dealing with.
We do. That is true. We don't.
They may be quite a bit more powerful than you expect. They may perhaps be someone of wealth or influence who could easily spin the story to their advantage. They are accosted, for example, by a group of crazed adventurers.
That does sound like
Yes, that does sound like us.
They may, in fact, be the one committing these crimes, but now you have spoiled any chance of you discovering that.
Dola is suggesting that our chances of success are small.
Yeah. So,
Well, could you tell Dole that?
it's on speaker.
Oh, yes. Hello, Dole.
Yes, hello, we'll say.
I mean, I can tell him for you. But
Yes. About how long do you think it would take for the job to come through the company of Blade's house?
If I am successful, only a matter of minutes.
Ah, okay. That is good. We can
Alright.
begin heading that way.
do we have to meet with the Agmar Nodal?
That would be a requirement, yes.
Okay. Fine.
So we doing a stakeout? Or going to...
Well, we'll go back to the Company of Blades.
Should we say politely goodbye? Thank you, Dole.
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
my steak?
All right,
by the
Dole.
way?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Fedari comes out with your steak.
It's very well fried at this point.
Was it fried in cake batter?
She like slow cooked it.
Oh, it's like a
Weren't we there for 15
brisket.
minutes?
That conversation was like 3 hours.
I'm looking at this and it's been about 20 minutes since you guys had that conversation, so
That
it's
would be
been
just about the right time to slow cook a steak.
yeah.
So-
How's the steak?
Oh, it's good.
We're gonna go do some pre-reconnaissance stuff, Hodari, and we'll be back here at 10.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good.
Great. So we'll head to the company house. It'll probably take us longer. If he said only a few minutes, you know.
Yep.
It'll probably take us plenty of time to walk there. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walk there.
you eating the steak on the go?
Yeah, can I get this in like a to-go box?
she pulls out a wooden skewer.
It's on a stick.
Steak on a stick.
Do you want it like? Do
It is a steak
you want it
steak
breaded
out.
and deep fried?
What's that?
Do you want it breaded and deep fried in like corn batter?
I hand it back.
And then some cheese on top.
She like spoons a bunch of corn batter over
Like
it,
that neon green
and then
cheese.
dips it into a deep fryer.
Neon yellow cheese.
You see it bubble up, hands it back. There you go.
And I leave.
All right.
Okay.
So we head to the company house.
Okay.
Hello, Stuart.
Oh, hello. There is a message waiting for you.
Before you do that, there's one thing I need to remember to do and ask you to do, actually. And if I don't get it out, I will forget. Could you send this 25,000 gold to Hearthon Construction on our behalf?
I can arrange for a courier, yes.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, let them know who sent the gold and why it is being sent.
Yeah, they know who we are.
Here's 25,000 gold. Who sent it?
where's-
I didn't write that down.
Yeah.
We're super famous. They know who we are.
Uh-huh.
They knew who I am.
Yeah, we have sevens.
We will also be leaving Ardmore and Sevens here. Please make sure that they are well cared for.
I believe I can manage that.
Okay.
Ardmore, I assume that you enjoy chilled clams.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say children for a second. And I was like, this took a dark turn.
No.
And Sevens, I assume that you enjoy uncooked meats. Very well.
It's tens, by the way.
All right. So what's our message?
You have a message from your family.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
less exciting for some reason.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take it.
Do I have any messages?
There you are.
Just fan letters or.
At this
Fan
time,
letters, pizza that was delivered when I wasn't around, maybe some sort of hot dog meal.
not at this time.
Could you order me some hot dogs?
There's some on the
could.
buffet.
There's
Do you know a good place?
we have hot
Did you
dogs
just
here.
eat a pizza,
And the
a thing of fries, a deer,
fried
a deep fried steak,
You had a corn steak
corn steak, like
what-
eating hot
instead
dog.
of a corn dog. It was a corn steak.
It was a steak on a stick.
Yeah, but we walked for
So
like
I read
minutes.
the letter where they're having
What
this.
does the
That was
letter
coated in cornbread batter and then deep fried.
I read my letter while this was happening.
It's mostly just a nice letter from your dad, talking about what's going on. That they're feeling a little cooped up here in the palace grounds. They can move about. They just can't leave the grounds.
Is there any secret code in it?
No, he did say that the Empress was very nice and gave them a tour of some of the Fervin facilities. Showed them some of the most cutting-edge research that they'd been doing with Fervin technology, which they'd only really seen up close
On the train.
on the train. So, they're doing okay. Wanted to keep in touch and make sure you're doing all right.
Okay, I'll write them a little message back
Okay.
and leave it with the steward. No other messages for us, the Midnight Brunch, famous adventuring group.
Well, in the time that you have been here and read your letter, there has been a job offer that's come in.
Wow, what a surprise!
I'm shocked.
Definitely not any ulterior things happening. Wink.
I wink
Why
very
are you
loudly.
winking?
What's the job offer?
The job offer is
We'll take it.
Wait, let's hear it.
Oh,
We
somewhat
will still take it,
surprising.
but we would like to hear
Uh-huh.
It is from the Agmar No Dawn.
Nope, we're
Why
not
do you
taking
hate
it.
that?
No, we're not taking that.
but let's hear them out.
No.
it. So you who are steward,
Fine.
what is the job?
I do not know the details of the job. The request has been made for you to visit the Agmar Nodal Sanctuary.
You're gonna
What's
love
the
this.
pay?
The pay is small, given the last several jobs that you've taken. But I still think substantial. At 1,000 gold
Total or each?
total.
Can you tell us where the Agmar Nodal Sanctuary is located?
Yes, it is at the very top of the mountain.
Do you have like a shuttle service?
We do not. The Agmar Nodal do have a service to bring you to the top of the mountain.
Oh,
In fact, it is the only way to get there.
Oh.
Well, I guess
There's
we'll take
not
that.
like a furnicular that goes up the side.
No. If you head to
very
the...
good. That was very good.
That was quite good wordplay.
Yeah.
If you head to the center square, where they have the open air market, there is a Agmar Nodal tree. It's always guarded by at least 4 agents of the Agmar Nodal, and
Can take him.
they can take you immediately to the top of the mountain.
Oh.
Okay. Fine. We accept. Sign the paperwork.
Very well, thank you.
So signing.
Okay.
Work.
Alright, we'll head to the town center.
Okay.
I imagine the tree is pretty obvious since it's got Agmar Nodals around it.
Also, there's like not many trees here.
Correct. There are not that many trees. There are, you know how many cities put sort of tasteful, smaller trees along thoroughfares and streets? There's a lot of that. Fairly small, about 15 feet tall. This tree is a very large oak tree.
Well, while we're in the town center, do I see a big line of really annoyed-looking sewer workers going into the town center?
Yes.
I'll just go up to the receptionist.
Okay.
Hey,
Bypass the line.
no, they're going to their office.
No.
I'm just going to the general town hall. Is there a lost and found here?
Yes, there is.
I found this weird key, and then I'll walk out.
Here's something about, well, that's gonna piss him off.
And we go back to the
Just
tree.
closing that storyline for us.
Close the loop.
Yep, that's never gonna come back to us at all. It's just gonna.
How would it?
We don't know yet.
No.
How would it?
I'll go up.
Says Nicole, while tempting fate.
Yeah, I go up to the tree.
Hey, is that a bloody biscuit over there?
I'll go knock on the tree.
You go and knock on the tree.
Yeah.
The Agmar Nodal agents look at you. Hi. How can we help you?
We're midnight brunch. We have an appointment, probably.
You have an appointment. Midnight brunch.
What was our contact's name from the
Paperwork.
paperwork?
You weren't given a contact name.
Do we have a copy of the contract?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you always get
I
one.
just pulled the contract.
Hired mercenaries. It's unusual.
That's unusual. We're great.
I mean, obviously we did. It's a Company of Blades contract.
They're very good at just simply reading things.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Oh, they're
All
gonna
right.
kill us.
Well, can I have your names for our records here? We keep track of just who comes and goes.
Midnight brunch.
The Midnight Brunch.
The midnight, yes.
Dozen quotes.
And can I have your names, your individual names?
Tristan.
Are you as trusted?
No.
Tristan.
Ulseth Ralph.
Thank you.
Nines.
Helwyn. Do I have the spellings correct on all those?
Did they spell nines wrong?
No.
Tristan.
Like with a K.
No, it's
Nine.
Like knives, it's just, but
it is not K-N-I-N-E-S. Is that all right?
It's Tristan with 2 R's. Not there. Closer. That'll do.
too far.
I do not use the big letters.
They changed that.
There's a K in front of the that.
They put a K in front.
Your canines.
Well, folks, that's the best joke we're gonna have in the whole show. Forever. So I'm just gonna pack it in now.
Where's my inspiration?
Yeah, you should get
You haven't used the last one you
know.
got.
That is the most, like, perfect joke I've ever heard for a Tabaxi character. That took so much setup. Like, the setup began more than
80. Almost 90,
between
yes.
all of this, more than 100 sessions ago, between all the sessions we've played, you named your character Nines. That's how long it's been for this joke to come about. You get,
A magic item of my choice.
Boy, that's a lot of
you
deck of
get
many things.
+1 to your charisma.
Really? Like permanently?
Yes.
What?
Oh.
I set the joke up 100 sessions ago.
You get +1 to your performance permanently. That is the best joke I have ever heard in any D&D. It won't be topped. It won't be topped. It's too stupid and too perfect.
All says is sulking and trying to be stupid.
You should have got more involved in the joke.
You get
Gum.
I want you to roll a D100.
Oh. $87.
You get 870 gold. Just magics into your bags.
Okay. Well, that's
It's no stat boost.
no. I could have gotten a 1 to my charisma, then it would have been still 1 short of being 0.
The joke needed to be rewarded. And so it has. I am just deeply impressed by that. So you are now canines.
The K is silent.
Like a knight.
And
So-
do we have the names right now?
Yep.
Oh yes.
Very good.
You also have to add our ghost on.
Your ghost.
Yep.
You have a ghost with you?
Yeah. They're behind you. Oh, they moved over here.
What is their name?
What's their name?
What are you talking about?
I'm just messing with them. 'Cause
Ghost
they're
Row.
stupid. Ghost Row?
Boo.
Ghost row.
Ghost Row. Ghost Row.
They spell like that.
Yep.
Very good. Excellent. We usually don't hire mercenaries.
Or ghosts.
It's nice to have you here. Would you like to ascend?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll not.
They, like, 2 of them are on, one on each side. They tap some rings together and then bring them down in unison across the front of the tree. The tree then opens and you can just see right through into what looks to be the top of the mountain. And there's like a whole facility. You may go through.
You go first.
No.
I'll go
Nice. You
first.
go first.
Ghostro, you go first. Okay, they went. Now we can go.
I go.
Alright.
I walk right in.
I'll
Okay.
go in the middle.
You walk right through. It's no different than walking through a doorway.
Okay.
Except I succeeded at it.
You get to the other side, and you find that the air is quite a bit chillier up here. You're now several thousand feet higher than you were moments ago. So it is a tad drafty.
They should have told us about this so we could dress appropriately.
I'll turn into one of the fluffier
There's-
humanoids that I know.
There
A tabaxi,
there are
I
a couple
guess.
of people right by the tree. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's quite cold up here. Here, we actually have these, and they each hand you basically like a cloak, like a heavy cloak. We keep them for visitors.
I'm not giving this back.
That's fine. They are yours to keep.
I'm giving this back. I don't need your charity.
Whatever
I will
you
keep
wish.
mine.
It's a nice cloak.
Yeah, we are here because we have been given a job through the Company of Blades.
Ah, yes.
Midnight
We
brunch.
were informed that you would be coming. Welcome. This is our glade. Have any of you ever been here before?
No.
No.
This is the glade of Quethdoon. It has been here for many thousands of years. It is named after the tree that grows at the volcano's edge. It was once more of a precarious position for the tree. And its stubborn attitude has defined many in our order for centuries since. You are, I believe, to meet with one of our captains. Please, allow me to show you the way. He is currently in a meeting. There's something apparently quite urgent has come up, and I apologize for that. But he will join you shortly.
I'm just gonna.
You led through the courtyard.
As I go, I'm just gonna Druidcraft wind.
Okay. Yeah, you're led through the courtyard, and there's just a whole array of all sorts of different plants. Many of them you've never seen before. A lot of them seem to have some sort of fruit on them, and clearly you can tell there's magical forces being used to enrich and sustain them in a climate that's not their native climate. And there's people there's people like practicing.
That was my Druidcraft.
Yep, there's people practicing druidic magics. There's some classes being taught. It's a very open, airy sort of environment. You're eventually led to one of the few buildings that you see. It's made out of what seems to be trees that have been shaped to grow into the building itself. As there are no planks of wood, no cut anything. Everything seems to be completely natural. In fact, the door itself is a type of vine that they tap on it lightly and it shrivels back and you walk through.
Fey magic could do this better.
Prove it.
No,
Why not?
because it's stupid.
Yeah, doors are stupid.
The
You're
person who is
famous for knowing
showing you
that.
around, she waves her hand, a small fire starts in the fireplace. Please make yourself at home. If you wish to have any tea, there's a tea kettle and several tea blends that you can choose from. We grow them here on the mountain. If there's anything that you require, I'm sure that the captain will be around in just a few minutes, and you can ask him. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to my duties.
All
Pleasure
right.
to meet you.
I pocket as much tea as I can pocket,
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
and then I sit in the most inappropriate spot.
Is
What would be inappropriate to? This is basically like a nice, very comfortable, half lounge, half meeting room.
All right.
Maybe you can shed on the furniture.
I don't know. Is there like a vine that's like overhead?
Sure.
Yeah. I attempt to jump up on that,
Okay, you do.
is there dirt?
and I lie down on it.
Is this a dirt floor?
No, it seems to be basically super softened wood that's just sort of grown this way.
I definitely want to plant my face seed somewhere up here.
Do it.
Yeah?
Cause some chaos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
You want to use your face seed here.
I want to plant my face seed up here somewhere. In the grove.
Is there like a garden outside? Is there a garden like everywhere?
Yeah, there were a lot of.
I won't stop you from doing that,
But you're gonna tell me definitely don't.
but I will tell you you'll likely be disappointed.
Oh,
And I don't want you to be disappointed.
fine.
That's all I'm going to say.
It is good not to be disappointed. It happens too
That
often.
DM is
That-
really stopping us from making stupid decisions in this arc.
Teleport into the sewer now, you say?
So I guess we wait. I hope it doesn't take too
I
long
mean,
because we have a stakeout
much-
to be at.
How much of their fancy tea can we take?
You can take quite a bit. You can fill up, a couple pounds. There's a lot.
Wait, does my bag of holding vomit it out?
No.
I'm just gonna shove it in there then.
It seems to like it.
It's probably not a good sign.
You should probably pour some hot water in there.
I try some tea. Is it good?
Oh, it's really good.
It's pretty good tea.
Pretty good. Pounds of stolen tea. Hope that's
Just
useful.
making
later.
a note. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
So I begin to
Time
become
passes.
impatient.
Let's just start burning things in here.
It's
Wow, nine's just the one not.
There's a fire, right? Like, let's start throwing things in there.
It's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The captain.
Is there like a clock or anything?
You look at
captain
your
enters the
nine's
room.
watch.
Ah, hello.
Hello, you who are the captain.
My name is Orissa Nodamis.
Spell it.
Orissa Norddamis. I was surprised to receive your call from your friend Dole.
Dole is
He
full
seemed-
of surprises.
Well, a bit insistent, which is unlike him. And said that you needed our help to get into the sewers.
We didn't need your help. It was just convenient.
I am especially surprised knowing your particular proclivities towards the Agmar Nodal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You have nothing to fear from us, Miss Ansu.
At their face.
You're just going,
Like a light breeze at their face.
just,
With fey magic, fey magic.
You're hand farting at them.
you may perhaps be
Is that a new
interested to
instrument you're
know.
going to develop?
I am now.
You're going to start testing.
The nine's a fart.
Precisely half of the table is hand farting right now.
We're mature.
It's Druidcraft.
You'll be interested to know that not all of us share the same opinion about fey magics that the Order does.
Do you?
I don't see any particular problems with fey magic, and I believe that the Order has misinterpreted its mission. We are not also single-minded.
Well, I did like Muriel.
Which is why it's particularly interesting that you are here now. Normally, we would not have accepted this proposal by your friend Dole.
What did he tell you?
He told us that you need to gain access to the sewers so that you may investigate the disappearances within the city.
Anything else?
Oh, by the way, I didn't describe Captain Nordamus. Captain Nordamus is an Aarakocra. She stands quite tall for one of them. She's at about 6'10". So not quite as tall as Ulseth, but for an Aarakocra, she's quite tall. She is very slender, wears a dark green robe, which matches well with her emerald green feathers. She has rather piercing copper eyes.
Like made of real copper?
No, just copper color.
God, that would be really badass.
It would be.
Like a warforged, like a bird.
And she has a just onyx black beak. Normally, as I'm sure some people have already commented to you, we do not hire mercenaries. We may work with them if the occasion calls for it, but we would not pay for their services independently. We would sooner send someone of our own. However, this afforded us a unique opportunity to address a growing concern that we have.
What's that concern?
Your friend, Muriel, is missing.
What?
When? Where?
How? Who?
She disappeared 2 weeks ago.
Was she in Nordfeld still?
She had come here. She wished to compare notes. After studying the life in the Nordfeldian sewers, she wished to study life here in the Drogmaran sewers. We granted her request, and she moved. She had been checking in regularly until we hadn't heard from her for at least a week. It's not unusual for our field researchers to go several days without contact. They often are the types of people that become engrossed in their work, waking and then immediately engaging in their pursuit of research, often forgetting to communicate with the outside world. Their passion for their studies is what makes them so very effective and powerful agents for understanding our world, and we allow them to do that. We grew concerned, though, when more than a week had passed and she had not reached out to us. We sent one agent to try and find her camp, and we found nothing but an abandoned bedroll. Muriel is quite a capable druid.
And cook.
Her cooking abilities are quite well known among the Order. Her curries are famous. She's been with us for several decades now. And she is a friend of mine as well. I chose to pursue a career rising up within the hierarchy of the Order, She chose to pursue a career researching, spending most of her time in solitary ways. I worry about her, and I'm not sure if something has happened, but I don't want to think about it.
This is very bad news. Ariel is a wonderful person.
Did Dole tell you why we're investigating the sewers specifically?
He did. Our agents have been unable to find any trace of the missing individuals. We have been searching, working with the palace guards and the city police.
Have you been in the sewers?
Yes.
Did you smell anything?
I have not.
Did you speak with the rats?
Yeah, you should try talking to the rats.
We have.
You didn't mention that.
They've made us aware
We didn't ask.
that there is something that smells truly terrible. When we have used our wild shapes, we've been able to smell it as well. The problem that we're facing is that we believe whatever is down there has eyes enough on all of our orders, all of our operations, to be able to maneuver out of the way. That's why all three organizations have been so tight-lipped. We believe that they have been infiltrated.
Are you working with them?
No.
Insight check.
check.
I got an 11.
I got,
You have no reason. It doesn't matter what role you got. You have no reason to think that she's lying to you.
okay, well, you can't be too careful.
Well, to be for
What do you-
Zoria, would have a reason.
How familiar are you with these rooms?
We don't believe that there is anyone within our organizations that can be fully trusted with this information. The reason is, we don't know if there is a plant or mole. There very well could be.
There's
A
plenty
lot
of plants here.
And no one
and
knows.
some moles.
And no one knows who they are. The free movement of information is not something that the Agmar Nodal are quick to stifle. We are not a police force. We're not used to engaging in espionage or secrecy.
Well, if we have been hired to search the sewers and we wish to find Muriel as well, what information will you share with us about what you have found?
There are likely more people missing than we know about. We think that the people have been preyed upon selectively, starting first with travelers. People that would be hard to notice if they were missing. Then they've been becoming more bold. I have not been able to get clear information, but I believe that someone from the palace is even missing. Someone of importance. Perhaps a member of the royal family, even. The information that you have uncovered through your own efforts matches with what information we have. The sewers are generally a safe enough place to travel, but I'm not sure what lies down there anymore.
Have you encountered any symbols down there?
Symbols, no. But, as I said, we think that they might be moving their operations around our searches. If they are nimble, quick to move, they may be able to disassemble and set up shop somewhere else later on. Dole recounted how there was a powerful enchantment in Nordfeld that you had discovered, hiding the truth of the area. They may be employing such magics down there. Most of our druids are not equipped to handle such menacing forces.
Well, in preparation for entering the sewers, Dole did tell us that you may be able to get us a key so that we can access.
Yes, I have arranged for you to have access. She hands you a key.
Get the key. Will this open any of the gates?
Yes. I do not know where you should go or what region you should start, but I do know I do not want you to tell me. I don't want to know where you're going, and I don't want anyone to overhear it. Do not share this information with anyone outside of your group.
It will be easy not to tell her because we do not yet know.
Yes. Makes it a lot easier.
I am also aware that you have been working with Fodari Pilm. Is that correct?
Yes, we plan to do a stakeout.
And eat the steak!
I would encourage you to.
I still had. It was a big steak.
Yes, we will do this. We were planning to do this immediately after leaving here.
Good.
Oh, what time is it?
It's about 8:30 now.
Is that mountain time?
Don't give her more.
You'll never be able to top that joke.
I know.
You can't.
It's all downhill.
You peaked. The rest
You
the
peaked,
rest of your life is
We really peaked up
You
here.
hit the summit of
Yeah.
humor. It's all downhill now.
So, do you have any magical protective items that you can send us with?
Yeah, Dole had sent some earplugs.
yes. She reaches over into a cabinet. These earplugs, she hands you each a pair. They will be able to stop. Ulseth can't hear anything right now. They will be able to stop the sound from reaching your ears.
They don't stop you from talking.
They have a minor magical enchantment
Oh,
that
I can
negates
talk
the
now.
sound reaching your ears. Be aware that you won't be able to hear each other either, but
What?
they will protect you.
Do you have any other magic items that you can give us?
I have the ability to impart one more magic item. She hands you a small flask.
That was a nines move right there.
I'm feeling catty here.
That flask, when thrown in the ground, will create an invisibility cloud.
Here you go, Knights.
It will give people within a small radius the ability to be cloaked for, I believe, 30 seconds. And you should be able to get away if you get into any trouble. There may be other uses you find it potentially potent for. It is designed to allow you an escape route.
It is always good to not only plan how to get in, but to plan how to get out.
Yep.
Run away.
As the
Yeah,
heroes
that's the
do.
part I struggle with.
All right. Any? Do you want to see some painful runes for fun?
I'll pass, thank you.
Haven't offered in a while.
I wish you all luck. Muriel means a great deal to me. And I truly fear that she's in danger. Please, make haste. find where these people or creatures or whatever they are working from, and try to bring her back. I will do my best to create a diversion to distract these individuals so that they don't notice you. I have arranged for some operations with the local guards. We will be sweeping sections of the sewers tonight. That should distract them enough so that they might not pay attention to you. I wish I could give you more, but for your own safety and for the security of this mission, I don't want to raise any more eyebrows.
We will not tell anybody anything.
Unless they pay.
If you are asked by anyone the job that you have been hired for by us, tell them that you are couriers and you are moving a secure package.
Did we get a fake package then?
Yes. There's nothing in the box.
I opened the box.
There's nothing in
Put some rocks in it.
I put some rocks in it.
there. Okay.
And some dirt.
Sure.
Druid
Maybe
stuff.
like is there some crickets around?
Sure.
I put them in a box.
Okay.
They'll need some food, so put some leaves in.
I put a whole head of lettuce in there.
Okay.
And I shove it close.
Okay.
Alright.
Done.
It's all druid shit.
Yeah, it's just root shit.
Yeah.
All the way down.
There you go.
Yeah. It's our cover is now complete.
Yeah.
It is. Yes. Anyone who opens the box will be bewildered and
Yes,
befuddled.
there's a head of lettuce in here.
And crickets.
And crickets.
And dirt and rocks.
Yes. Why are they all hiring mercenaries to transport this box?
We will no doubt be tortured for months trying to get
Oh.
the answer out of us.
This
Several-
makes no sense.
Several druids were forcibly transformed into crickets, and we're taking them to a facility to get cured.
I'm glad you have a color story for this object
Yeah.
we weren't supposed to look into.
What was your cover story?
Oh, several druids have been turned into crickets, and we're taking them to a special facility to be recovered. They couldn't leave their wild shape.
Yeah. There you go.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it in one.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sarissa.
So, do we leave the same way we came in?
Yes.
Okay.
We do that.
All right. You head back down.
It's warmer now. I'll take my cloak off
As
and
we
put
head
it in
down,
my
I'll just be
backpack.
like, good thing we're couriering this box for the Agmar Nodal.
Yes, that thing we were hired to do, quite legitimately.
Just couriers.
We are carrying the box. Well,
Yep, no
Nines
one in
is
this
carrying
place
the
was smart enough to move this box.
box. You know what is suspicious, though?
What?
Nines is carrying the box.
The most trustworthy.
Do you head back down?
Yes.
Okay. And do you head to the Crass Carp?
If it's about time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right around 9 o'clock now.
Yeah, we'll head there.
Okay. So you head to the Crass Carp, and Fodari waves to y'all. Hey, I'm just wrapping up. I'll be a few minutes, and then we can, well, head out.
Okay. Do you have your stakeout outfit?
Yeah. I also got this hooded lantern and everything like that, so
Yeah.
Hey, we knew someone with one of
I
those.
think we'll be all right.
Do you have a crossbow?
She pulls out a little hand crossbow,
Like a big one.
not a big one.
You have a big sword.
I always carry that. And she pulls out a gargantuan knife. Just an absolute beast of a.
So a short sword.
Yeah. At what point does it go from knife to short sword?
Right about there.
The knife, single blade. It's not a short sword that's double bladed. So this is like a 14-inch blade.
So it's a machete.
Yeah, it's like a machete.
Okay.
Is it enchanted?
No,
Is it magical?
no, just a big knife.
Just a big knife.
Yeah.
It's not intimidating at all.
Well, keep those around just in case, something happens. Yeah, I'll just be a few minutes, and then we can head out.
Okay. And you're taking us to the apartment, right?
Yeah, we'll head upstairs.
Are you still going to paint runes?
We'll do that as a backup plan. Because it will hurt me quite badly.
Yeah. We do not want you wounded if we need to pursue.
But I will probably pursue in animal form so I can smell them.
It's just about 10 minutes later, and Fedora comes out from the back. Someone new comes in.
Someone we recognize?
No, you haven't seen this person before. She goes, "Hey, Todd. Been a pretty quiet night. Don't think you should have any problems. I'm gonna head out. All right, see you, Fedora."
Who's Todd?
Yeah, he's just one of my coworkers.
Is he trustworthy?
I don't know.
Is he the Saltworthy?
I don't know. He works here. I've known him for a couple of years. Seems fine. He's got a husband, a couple kids.
How many kids?
2 kids.
That's too many.
Seems a little culty.
What?
I don't know. I don't know how to act around children.
He's just fine. Fedora leads you down the street.
We follow.
She opens up a door and starts climbing a series of stairs. When you reach the top of several flights, she opens the door into an apartment that's completely dark. She leads you out to the balcony,
But I have dark vision.
and she points out where several locations are. And she says, "This was left a couple months ago in our lost and found. No one ever came and picked it up," and pulls out spyglass. We should be able to get a pretty good view of several of these access points.
I have one of those.
See if we
from
can find
Walmart.
anyone tonight.
Does anyone else want to look in the spyglass?
I have cat-like eyes.
So
I
how
can
many
see far.
how many of these great gates can we see?
From right where you are, there's 5 in total that you can see.
So we each get one.
Yeah, we each have to take one.
Yep, you each have to take one.
Alright, I'm on that one.
I'm over this. I'm on this one.
And,
I'm looking at that one because that's where the bad guy's going to come from.
Oh, okay.
And we will find out what you see next time.
Can we at least roll for it?
Yeah, I want to roll for it.
I don't want to roll for it because I will need to remember what rolls
Can
you
I roll
get.
for something?
To see if you accidentally eat the steak on your steak stick.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and make an insight check.
I got a 9.
Ooh.
You can't tell that the DM is really confused.
Fine.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week, and we'll see what happens and what they find out. The story's getting
Pretty
interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's getting dicey.
Until then, take care of yourselves. We love you.